He's got a lot of stuff to talk about, but I know he's very invested in the Super Bowl. He, of course, is the great Charles Barkley. Chuck, what's up today?
What's up, brother? Hey, I cannot wait to Sunday. We putting an end to this reign of terror. I'm got I got all my money bet on the birds, brother. We putting an end to this Kansas City Chiefs thing, brother. I
Oh,
cannot wait
you're
until
feeling
Sunday.
confident about this, huh?
Well, we got the best team. When you have the best team, you should always feel confident. Now they probably got the best player, but we got the best team, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl, brother. We're gonna win.
I like it. I like your confidence, and I especially like the money you put behind that confidence. Because you don't
Oh
you
yeah,
don't bet small. You don't bet $3 on the Super Bowl,
brother.
so you got a lot invested in this.
Brother, if you bet small, you win small. I want to win big. I'm gonna bet big. Come on, man. Listen. Small money don't help me.
No, I guess it doesn't help you. That's certainly for sure. All right, so why do you think the Eagles win this game? You know, you're up against a team that knows how to win. You're up against a magic man quarterback. How did the Eagles win this game?
Well, they got the best team. I mean, it sounds silly, but the Eagles have been the best football team in the world, really, for the last 2 years, basically. You know, they had some internal stuff going on, but they clearly got that solved. Then they brought in my cousin. He's not even my cousin, but I'm claiming him because he's a Barkley. Like, I never met Saquon, but I cannot wait to meet him because he's been amazing.
How do
But
you
I'm
know he's not your
claiming him as
cousin?
my.
Well, how do you
I
know?
don't know that. I, listen,
You got to
first
go
off,
on Ancestry, get that DNA
no,
thing
no.
going.
Hey, listen, just because there's a famous black person, I know everybody's my cousin has asked me for money. So he's one of the few people who haven't asked me for money. So listen,
Yeah, he
every
doesn't
black
need you.
person. Hey, no, seriously, everybody, Mike, every black person claims me and asks me for money all the time. So he's one of the few people in the world who haven't asked me for money. So I'm assuming he's not my cousin, but I'm claiming him this week, and I've been claiming him all year.
Well, listen, man, you're built kind of the same, right? You got that big heft going on. He's like
Hey,
that. I mean,
man.
he might have a DNA. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look that up
You know
for you.
what? You know why I love Saquon, Mike? To be honest with you,
What's that?
obviously, you know, I live in Philadelphia all summer, and I play golf every day. I play golf every day during the summer. I'm not even joking. 30 to 40 times last summer, when I got to a golf course, the caddy would say, "Man, Saquon Barkley was just here like a day ago." Apparently, this guy played much golf as I do.
He,
I'm not even joking. I'm telling you, this is a true story. I went to 30 or 40 different golf courses last summer. And every golf course I went to, they said, "Man, Saquon Barkley was out here yesterday or the day before. It was pretty awesome. I can't wait to play golf with him, man. Apparently, he's got the golf bug like I do."
yeah, he does. I've heard the same thing about him. He plays all the courses in the Philadelphia area, and he's welcome to play. Nice to show. Yeah, like every Barkley that shows up can get on a course. You know, they just open the course to you guys, you Barkleys.
Well, I can't listen, man. I'm so pumped. I was so disappointed for those guys a couple years ago, but man, they've been the best team in football all year. Vic Fangio coming in to save the defense. They playing great, but the addition of Saquon and Jalen has been amazing. You know, I haven't met Coach Sirianni. I'm looking forward to that. But man, they're gonna bring a Super Bowl. They're gonna bring a Super Bowl to Philly. I cannot wait.
All right, Charles, we got to talk to you about this craziness going on. First of all, Joel Embiid played last night and had a triple double, and they win. Now, I've kind of written this team off. I can't imagine that they could do anything with this temporary thing where they throw guys in. They've only played 10 games, all three of them. But what did you think last night of the Sixers and maybe a resurgence? Do they have any chance once they get into playoffs if they do?
You know, Mike, that's a great question. Um, do they have a chance? 100% they have a chance. Do I have faith in them? 100% I do not have faith in them. I just, you know, the old saying, I can only go by what I know. And I don't trust their physical abilities. I mean, obviously Joel is a great player, and Paul and Max, all those guys are great. But we got to judge them by their past, and the past said they can't stay healthy. I mean, I feel bad saying that because I'm a diehard Sixer fan. I want the Sixers to win the championship, but you have to go by the track record, and the track record says these dudes can't stay healthy. So I know last night it was great to see Joel back because I don't want to see anybody hurt. But if you're asking me to forecast my job as a television guy, not a Sixer fan, I do not have faith in the Sixers.
All right, let's get to because I think this is a foregone conclusion. I think we have seen the best of Joel Embiid. That when you get to this point of your career, when your knees swell up all the time, you're not going to get any better. And it's the same with Paul George. These guys don't get healthier, and therefore they don't get better. So have we seen the best of the Embiid era? And if we have, how much of a disappointment is this?
That's a great question. Also, I hope he can get healthy. I hope he can get healthy because let's be honest. Other than Wilt Chamberlain, if he was healthy, he would have been probably the second greatest Philadelphia 76ers ever. If he could have stayed healthy, because he probably would have won at least two MVPs. If he had been able to stay healthy, other than Wilt Chamberlain, that's no disrespect to Doc or Moses, because if he's healthy, he's one of the greatest centers ever. But he's not ever healthy. We have to look at that. Plain and simple.
Well, you know how it is. Listen, you know the wear and tear on an NBA player. You got to that point where you go, listen, it's the best of me.
Yeah. No, hold on, Mike. That should not happen to your late 30s. You should be bulletproof. You should be I've always said this. From 20 to in my day, from 25 when you get all your crap together physically and mentally, from 25 to 32 you should be bulletproof. Now I say you should be from 20 to 32, 33. You should be bulletproof. You should never get hurt or anything like that. It's like it's like a normal person in life. You ask a normal person sitting home, they'd be like, "Oh man, when I was 25, I could do anything." Mm-hmm. Of course you could, and it should be the same way for an NBA player. From 20,
so are we saying he didn't work hard enough to keep that kind of physicality?
I can't. I'm not around. It's kind of like the Luka Dončić thing. There's something that the Mavs saw. Like, we can't give you 5 years, $350 million. Like we see Luka, who's a great player. He's a great player. But that's us as fans and television people. We're not around him every single day. There's something in Dallas that those guys, because they have to make a decision this summer to give him 5 years, $350 million. Mm-hmm. There's something that they saw. Only somebody in the Sixers organization know what's going on with Joel's work ethic behind the scenes.
But here's the thing, Charles. They gave him the extension. And they gave him the extension with this condition going on. And they said, well, the doctor said we can manage it. They haven't been able to manage it. The guy looks like he needs a knee replacement. You can't play NBA basketball with a knee replacement.
Well, that's the difference. That's the difference in the organizations. The Sixers, they made a decision that's gonna looks like it's not gonna be a good decision. The Dallas Mavericks made a decision. That's the job, Mike. That's the job that you get paid. Like, okay, but the Mavs, like I say, it might come back to bite them, but they had to make a decision, and they made a decision. Like, I can't give this guy all this money because he doesn't work out. He's out of shape. And once I give him this money, I'm married to him for life. That's the decision that Dallas Mavericks made. And they're either going to get hired or fired by that decision. The Sixers made the decision, and Joel does not get healthy, and he's not able to play for the next X amount of years. That decision is going to ruin the franchise, plain and simple.
We're talking to the great Charles Barkley. Charles, so on that note, Daryl Morey was brought here to build this team into a contender. Is it fair to say that he's failed so far?
Yes. The Sixers, the Sixers are not close to winning the championship. And Mike, they're not close to winning a championship. But the thing is, if Joel is not able, because like I say, he hasn't even started that new extension yet. That's the thing that could ruin the Sixers franchise for the next decade. That decision could ruin their franchise for the next decade, because if he's not healthy and able to play, his extension, I think his extension it kicks in next year or 2 years down the line.
Yeah, I think it kicks in 2 years down the line. So it's like 5 years here they're committed to him.
If he's not able to play and he's making $60, $70 million, that decision is going to ruin their franchise for the next decade.
All right, let's just touch on a couple things. You make news all the time, like every day you make news. So the latest news is you're not listening to any overtures from NBC or Amazon for their NBA picture. You're out with those guys. You stay loyal to your people, so you're going to stay loyal to TNT and ESPN, right?
Yeah, so obviously I put in my contract if they lost NBA, I could be a free agent. So I met with Amazon and NBC, and NBC made me a great offer. It just was too much work. Amazon, I just said, hey, you know what? I had met with him, my agent had met with him. I said, you know what? I appreciate it, and it was really cool at Amazon and NBC, and I want to thank those guys. But so we were traded to ESPN, and now my decision is going to come down to how much work I'm going to do. I love ESPN. Those guys are awesome. But I ain't going to be working all the damn time, Mike, okay? Let's get that out the way.
Well, you told me you're going to retire at age 60. You're working more than that.
Well, that's what's interesting about the whole thing. I was going to retire at 60, and TNT asked me to stay for 2 more years till they got the contract done. And I said, okay, that's fair, because TNT's been great to me. I didn't think those idiots were going to lose the NBA. My original plan was to retire at 62, which is this year, and I was going to pass the baton to, Vince Carter or Jamal Crawford. I had no idea the idiots I worked for were going to lose the NBA.
Yeah.
And
you also, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My concern was just the people I work with. So TNT said, what are y'all gonna do? And so now I'm just trying to. They lost the NBA, and then I was just concerned about the people I work with. And so apparently they traded our show to ESPN, which is a great company. But like I say, I'm not gonna go. I work 1 day a week, Mike. I like working 1 day a week. I've worked 1 day a week for the last 25 years. I'm not going to work 3 or 4 days a week. That's just stupid. Nobody works more when they get older. You work less when you get older. I'm not even that much of a fool. I'm going to work. I said, wait a minute. Okay, I love ESPN, but I'm not going to be working 3 or 4 days a week. That's not going to happen.
I know, man. I hear you. I work 5 days a week, do a radio show 4 hours a day. It's wearing me out.
Mike, I've never worked 5 days a week in my entire life.
Not even as a player.
Not even as a player. Even in the NBA, you only play 3 or 4 games a week. Right. Come on, man. I've never had a real job in my life. I'm not going to do it at 60.
Hey, good for you. Good for you, brother. All right, last thing before I get your prediction for the Super Bowl. You slammed San Francisco. You're not going to go to the NBA All-Star game. You said San Francisco is a rat-infested city. You stand by that?
100%. I'm going because I got.
You are going.
I've got to go because it's on the payroll. I've already spent the money. I've already spent the money. I got to go. But let me tell you something. I like San Francisco, but they got to do a better job of policing that city, man. It was last time I was there. It wasn't safe to walk around. There was homeless encampments all through the city. They got to do better, man. We got to do better as a country, as people. We got to do better. But I got to go. But to get to your prediction on the Super Bowl,
yes.
Not
what is it?
Not only are the Eagles going to win, it's going to be a blowout.
Ooh,
I'm right there with you, Charles.
What's the score?
34-17. The Philadelphia
34-17. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's have a bet. Give me the Chiefs in 10, since you think they're going to cover that.
Bet.
All right. So you got to take me to Marion.
I'm not even a member at Marion.
Well, you can get on anytime you want. Damn it! Come on.
I tell you what. Between Saucon Valley, my favorite course, Marion or Runmick, I'll kiss somebody's ass enough to get us on one of those three courses. Saucon's my favorite. Hey,
I played Saucon. I played Wayhill. I love Wayhill.
I think Wayhill is amazing. But I tell you what, Philadelphia Cricket, I'll kiss enough ass between Marion, Cricket, Saucon Valley. I will get us around on one of those courses this summer. Between those three, okay. I'll kiss enough ass. Right. I'm kissing ass for you, Mike Missanelli.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the ass kissing.
You got the Eagles. You got the Chiefs.
I got the wait. You said 34-17, so give me 13.
No,
keep it at 10. Give me 13.
Keep it at 10.
Give me 13.
See, there you go, being greedy again.
No, you said blowout, 34-17. Give me 13. Come on.
No, I'm giving you 10. Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, 10 is if it's 10. You have to take me to the restaurant of my choice in Philly, too.
Okay.
How about that?
Oh, you got that.
10 is not a push. 10 is not a push. 10 is a win for me.
Oh, man, look at you. You said you're saying you're going to blow them out by 15, and you're choosing me for 10. All right, we'll take 10.
10's a win for me, okay? 10's a win for me.
All right, you got it. Chuck, thank you, man. We appreciate it.
All right, brother. Y'all be safe. Go Birds.
All right, there he is, Charles Barkley with the Go Birds. 34-17 is his prediction.
He's right there with me, man. I've been saying it. I think the Eagles are going to blow them out.
Why did I settle for 10?
Well, look, worst case scenario, you go to dinner with Charles.
Can I count? He's saying they're going to win by 17 points.
See, I don't know if I want them to lose by or win by less than 10 so that I can try to weasel my way onto that golfing with you and Charles.
610-632-0975. Back to the text, back to the call. Sirianni and Hurts coming up in this hour. We're live from Radio Row in New Orleans. Back after this.
Hey, everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show, and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos. It's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan. Looking forward to connecting.